Shalom, good morning. Today's passage is from 1 Chronicles chapter 7 and 8. Today we are introduced to the tribes located on the west side of the Jordan River. First, in verses 1 to 5, we read about the tribe of Issachar. The tribe of Issachar was prophesied in Genesis 49:14. Issachar is a strong donkey crouching between the sheepfolds. Issachar's descendants were brave warriors and leaders for generations. Among the tribes mentioned so far, Issachar had the largest population and was greatly prosperous. Verse 6 to 12 introduced the tribe of Benjamin. Although Benjamin belonged to the kingdom of Judah, their genealogy appears among the records of the northern kingdom tribes, because some of their inheritance, such as Bethel, was located in the north. Verses 14 to 19 cover the half-tribe of Manasseh. Today's passage specifically refers to the Manassites who lived west of the Jordan, distinguishing them from the eastern settlers. The genealogy focuses on Magir, the firstborn of Manasseh by his Aramean concubine, and his grandson Gilead, spanning about 5 generations. Among them appears Zelophehad, a great grandson of Manasseh, who had 5 daughters and no sons. At the time, inheritance customarily passed through male descendants. Thus, Zelophehad's family faced the risk of losing their portion of the land due to the absence of sons. As a result, his daughters courageously approached Moses in the wilderness to request their inheritance right. And what happened? God affirmed their plea, saying their request was right and upheld their cause. However, he also introduced that they marry within the tribe of Manasseh to maintain the integrity of the tribal inheritance. In Korean society as well, genealogies are traditionally continued through the male line, but God declared that both men and women can carry on the family line. This is even more true for those who belong to Christ. We are all children of God, and regardless of gender, we are all firstborn heirs of God's inheritance. In chapters 7 and 8, we see lists of warriors from various Israelite tribes, especially the descendants of Joseph, Ephraim, Manasseh, and also Benjamin. These tribes were reminded of their duty to actively fight and commit to the land that God had given them as their inheritance. They were also recognized as valiant men called as soldiers of God. To take possession of the land God gave, they had to fight spiritual battles as soldiers of the Lord. And this applies to us believers today. We are called to the church. We must stand as one heart and one body, not compromising with the word, but discerning the spiritual challenges we face and standing strong in spiritual warfare as God's army. From the full armor of God, let us boldly stand on God's side, resisting worldly values, moral decay, and spiritual compromise. Let us be spiritual soldiers who fight faithfully. Chapter 8 focuses again on the tribe of Benjamin As the final genealogy in the record of the son of Israel, the tribe of Benjamin stands alongside Judah, leading the kingdom of Judah and later the restoration community after the exile. Dear members of Doham Church, God does not desire mere outward worship or religious activity. He desires that we trust Him with all our hearts and follow His word in faith. After the exile, the Israelites had to live amidst the dazzling and tempting cultures of Babylon and Persia. They were challenged to keep their faith pure and holy. Likewise, we who live today must constantly choose how, how we will walk amidst the blurred lines between faith and worldly culture. The Bible tells us we are sanctified by the word and by prayer. The words, values, and culture will try to blind our eyes and ears, but even so, I bless you in the name of the Lord to be believers who fully follow God through His word and prayer, keeping the purity of your faith. Amen.